Shapfere Dinsang. What's good, everybody? I hope everyone's doing well, and welcome back to Shapfere Dinsang. And today I've got such spicy news because I did not expect to receive this piece of content during this week. Like, I am shook to say the least, especially because I watched an interview on McGee's podcast with this particular person, and I'm just like, what? These are the news. Like, interesting. And I am talking about Indabaga Tibo Touch and him going back to Metro FM after I think about 5 years. And it's so interesting because the podcast interview that he had with McG, he was basically just telling everybody the story and the fact that, at the time under the leadership of Claudi Mutsuneng, things were just a bit shaky because they didn't really value, the content that he used to bring to the station. And I have to completely agree because if we're being very honest, there's no other DJ at the time during a national broadcaster, that was actually bringing in some real content that was worth so much. And because also there were different agendas, like anything that is state related, there's always going to be politics behind it. But it was interesting to see how, he also just diversified into different business, interests. And he started Touch HD, which I don't think is in existence anymore, but he then branched out into other business avenues, which he has been very good at. And when I saw this piece of content on my timeline, I was very shocked because I was like, I did not figure him to be the let's go back type. But because the sabc at the moment is currently at a standstill because of advertising, and they're just being a bit wishy-washy in terms of their lineups, it's just been a lot of personalities that are put on air but not exactly good broadcasters. And I think this is where you actually get to see that nobody can do radio like actual radio presenters who've been doing it for so long, who have the passion for it, who are very natural at it. And look, I'm not going to even shame him for coming back. It was just obviously a surprise. And also looking at the fact that the SABC literally has coin for the money that he's basically going to get paid. So apparently, according to this article in Sunday World, they did say that the CEO actually offered him 480,000 rand a month. So that's close to 500,000, but on the condition that he basically brings in advertisers and sponsors for his show. And one of the other conditions was that he would go back to his afternoon time slot, which also begs the question, so what's going to happen to the current, lineup at the moment? And apparently the lineup is definitely going to change, which SAPC is then going to make an announcement, as they usually do around this time of the year. So it's very interesting to see how things are going to change there. But personally, I would love to see him back on the airwaves again, because if we're going to be honest, like a lot of us literally stopped listening to Metro. I tried for a while, but it just was not working because for me, radio needs to come with some form of passion, and there was none of that was being communicated. So super exciting to actually see what the future of Metro FM is going to look like. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think about Tivo Touch coming back, and yeah, how you feel about that. Are you a Metro listener? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But for me, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you